Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I really do appreciate I really do thank everybody. I can't thank is enough, to be honest. It's an absolute amazing the amount of people that's come to my channel now and given me so much to think about and talk about. And a big welcome to all the newcomers. You really are a welcome to my channel. I do. If you remember, some people will complain that I didn't get back to them straight away. They just got a love heart, a heart. Well, I thought I'll just do that, send a heart to say yeah I'm here, but I do go back to you. It's just that I need, because if things get really busy and there's loads, and that's my way of handling it, because both myself and my assistant, the wife that is, does the comments and that, and we go through them all. But if we're really busy, like at present now, we're working on 840 odd comments that we have to catch up on. So we'd give all of them a heart, the ones that we know we couldn't reach on the day that the video came out. So we just send a heart just to say, yeah, we're still here. I've acknowledged you. I'm going to come and watch you. So we'll pop over and we'll watch your videos and stuff like that. Because, like watching videos and also leaving the comments and all that takes a while, especially when you have the amount of people with the comments. I do encourage people, please get in the comments, and not necessarily to me. If there's other people making a comment, you want to comment about their comment, please do it. Chat with them direct. That's the best way to get yourself some of the yes, them words you're not allowed to say. That's the way best way to get it, is everyone starts talking and you get loads more friends. I have some wonderful friends. I really do. And hopefully this summer I'm going to be travelling to meet them and do, what they call it, where you do the videos together, yeah. So I'm hoping to do that on a few people. I will be travelling to them. And we'll do, what they call it, where we do the videos again. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, yeah, so a thank you for that. A great big thank you. And as for there's other videos, I did get one. It was a lovely, he said he prefers me, the DIY Granddad, not the political side of me. So I'm actually thinking about starting another channel up and do the political and social, the side of it, that side of it, for anyone that might be interested, because I've seen a lot of interest. And I really do thank everybody for the comments. Everyone. Nobody gave a bad comment. It doesn't matter what you said. I don't take offence to it. Really, I do not take offence to it. You please just keep them coming. I will answer them. Some people, that's it, that, they prefer the read Granddad. That's it. You don't want to talk about the coronavirus crack. That is a brilliant way to tell me, and I acknowledge it. I acknowledge loads more people, but everybody seems to be on the same track with that. We all think the same about the elite and the governments throughout the world. It's fantastic. So that is something I actually thought. It's kind of like a social media experiment, just to see how many people are on the same track. So to me, it looks like the world doesn't like the way the situation is in the world now. Anyway, because I've done a bit more talking on this, I'll what you see in front of you, I'll be telling you about them in a minute. It might end up breaking this into two. So anyway, for the compliments I had, I am absolutely, grateful. I'm lost for words on loads of them. There's one in particular. He said all the photographs on the wall unit. I'll just tilt the camera up and I'll show you them. I'll actually go over to them and introduce you to my family. They want to know if they're wedding photographs of myself and my assistant, the wife that is. And no, they're not wedding photographs. My assistant will not put the wedding photographs on because I was drunk on most of them. Anyway, these two are my beautiful grandson and daughter. They're the oldest ones out of type. This is our Ashton and his sister Hallie, and they're gorgeous, as you can see. I love my There is one thing on this world: I love my children. I love my grandchildren I got feelings even more for my grandchildren now because they're all so gorgeous, a lot of them. But this one here, our Ashton, that poor lad, he came down with meningitis last year. Fought for his life, he did. God, that was a hard time. I still kept my videos going before my channel got hijacked. But he had meningitis and he's still got problems. He's something about his brain and his nervous system and stuff. It's still, he can't walk much. He gets, he staggers, he loses his balance and stuff like that. Poor lad. He was cut down. Very intelligent boy. I used to love a game of chess with him. He is the boat that I'm at, Hallie. You can see her. It's like talking to like a 25-year-old with hair older than that, actually. She's got an old head on young shoulders. These are my other 3 grandsons. One there, the tall one, that's O'Malley. You can't see them much because my daughter's photography isn't brilliant. But the tallest one's Marley, second one is Isaac, and the third one is Lucas. Every one of them kids, Marley, he wasn't meant to live. The doctors only gave him a 5% of survival when he was born. And he was on CPAP and all that lot. You know, you couldn't even see his ears. His ears were just like clear. You know, you'd see through. It was weird. And they put a hat on him, you know, because his skin hadn't formed properly. And you can see his little bones and everything. And they said they didn't know what would be wrong with him, but they said there'll definitely be something wrong with him. He's 100% now. But there again, his mum's just told us last week that they said he's got chronic lung disease. So I don't know what's going on there till they found out with more tests. And the other 2 little tearaways. And these are the ones, I do see most of these because they only live round the corner from me. On the left is Oliver. Just below, the gorgeous little girl, you've all seen her, is Lily May. And Charlie is the next one, and Logie on the right. Beautiful, all of them beautiful. I love them a bit. And he's my clan. Just the grandchildren. This was a birthday present to my assistant, the wife that is, and that's all my grandchildren here. I've got 10 of them. I've got 10. And the 2 latest additions, our little Lily May there, she's 3 now. And our Kit, we call him Kit Kat. He's 2-year-old. And then I have Marley with Ashton, Hallie, down on that road there, and Kit here. And then Isaac, Oliver, Lily May, Charlie, Logie, and Lucas here. Beautiful, beautiful. And there's our Ashton and Hallie with our Kit when he was first born. I really do, you know, what people were saying. I think we've got one more here, but there is a lot more going up of my grandchildren. When we had this built, that's our Ashton, Hallie, and our little Kit when he was born. He's a little tearaway. He likes wires, he pulls wires out. So yeah, there I've talked about my family at the moment. I don't have my any pictures of my children. They're in the passage in the hallway, but I'm in this room on my own because they're all making a racket. I've got the 4 of them here. So my assistant, the wife that is, their grandma, she's looking after them and, you know, keeping them all preoccupied. Because when they get bored with all the learning that I give on them, computers, stuff like that, even Lily May, I'll actually film her sometime and show you when she's on her laptop. She's absolutely brilliant. She gets all her programs that she likes. She knows how to get it in the YouTube. She gets goes on to all her little shows, like Gabby and Alex and stuff like that. And she's in there. And she talking Tom the game. She plays that. 3-year-old, and she does that. Anyway, that's enough about my family. I think I don't want to bore everybody, but they are beautiful. I love my grandchildren and my children. But there again, all children, I love them all because basically children throughout the whole world, it's horrible with what's happening to some of them. You know, the way you know, in Africa with the starvation and stuff like that. Oh, no child should suffer. I'm a big softie. I've always been told I'm a big softie. It brings tears to my eyes when I see, you know, when little children dying and stuff like that. It is like, oh God. And that's other people's children. You know, I can't stand to see children because they deserve a right to experience life and live a bit life like the same amount of us. You know, it's not fair that their short lives are taken away. Anyway, that's all about my grandchildren and about my children. I have 4 children myself. Absolutely, I am proud of them all. I think I've done a wonderful job on them. Not one of them have ever been in trouble. I have one, she's got a law degree. I have another one who's a nurse. I've got another, that's my 2 daughters. I have a son, he is now took up management position for Mercedes. And I have another son who is self-employed. He's doing well. He takes over quite nice, and he's earning a living for his family and his wife. This is Oliver's dad, Oliver, Charlie, Logie, and Lily Mae. Is their dad. He's self-employed, and so his wife, my daughter-in-law Stacey, wonderful she is. She's absolutely wonderful. She is my best daughter-in-law at the moment because my younger son Michael, he's not settled down yet, and that's my family life. Because there was a lot of people asking questions about my family, about the photographs and stuff like that. But there will be, when I built that wall unit, the wall unit was actually built at Christmas time. My son-in-law Barry, that's my oldest daughter's husband, he is a fantastic lad, and I'm so proud my daughter chose him to be her husband because he is such a wonderful man. He is, I like worship the ground he walks on. He's so great with my daughter. God, my daughter, my children, they were my life, still are. And one thing that I wanted for them all was to be happy throughout their life. And oh my God, with the problem with health, my grandson when he got meningitis, everything is absolutely great. It's a perfect family. So my 2 daughters are both married. They've got both got brilliant husbands. Because my youngest daughter, her husband Jamie, he's a fantastic lad. He is like he'd do anything to make my daughter happy. He's just like that. He'd just anything, and he's got the 3 wonderful kids, which is Marley, Isaac, and Lucas. Oh, I'm not kidding you. Loving isn't in it. My children love their children, and I love their children, and I get to see them all together sometimes. Anyway, I'm big-headed, but I did say it's not just my grandchildren. I think every child on this earth should have a reasonable crack at life and experience it. But there's some little poor mates that don't. God, that's awful. If there is such a thing as God. Anyway, that's enough for chatting. I think this video is going on a bit too long. And I will start now. I'll let you know about these. What you see in front of you is the 3. If you look at my past videos when I was putting my my battery pack together, my power pack, you're seeing it. Finished it about 2 weeks ago, I think, 3 weeks ago. And I was doing all the experiments, but the problem with that, I was doing all the tests, and it was shining out. The tests are absolutely fantastic. I mean, if I was a camper or anything like that, because I'm actually thinking about going camping this year. So, I'm not thinking about camping. I'm actually thinking about getting a van and making it into a stealth camper van so that we can take the grandchildren out and have some fun with them. But I've done all the tests on it, and it works absolutely fantastic. The only test I didn't do was rig it up to a solar panel because I haven't made one of them up yet, which I will be filming when I do. So what I've done is I took these out because somebody had said, I've got these. These actually do the balancing on the 18650 batteries. You've got to balance the batteries, especially when you're charging them. But you need the batteries to always be balanced and keep going, because if one battery goes down, all the other batteries will come to that battery. And if it's a damaged battery, it could end up blowing it up. So I thought someone had said to me, some people had said to me, you know, like with the case, because I was putting this foam inside the case and all that lot and everything like that. And they said, you know, watch what you're doing with that stuff in case it sets fire. I did test the stuff before I glued it in there and I checked it out. And it didn't set on fire. It kind of just melted. Would give off toxic fumes, but obviously if summer course is going to happen, I'm not going to breathe in them fumes. I'm going to keep it at a safe distance, etc. And anything, if anything did happen. So I took these modules out, and because I thought, I'm going to try another experiment with that. Guess what? I took these modules off and then reconnected all the batteries up. The only unfortunate thing there, I did film it all, but I lost the film, the video of them. So I'm having to get things in order because things were just going a bit out of order with all the stuff I have and what I've got to get done. So I took them all out the batteries, took them all off the batteries, and then I thought, right, I'm going to charge them direct using this charger. I'm trying to see. This is it's got a jack plug. I'm not sure. I think it was a 5.5 by 2.1 mil, and it's rated at 12 volts, 1 amp. As you can see there, 1000 milliamps. So it's 12 volts, 1 amp. And that's what I was pushing into it. And the batteries, I had 72 18650 batteries in it. So with a total capacity of 75 amps, which worked out, I think it was, I'm not sure, 17,000 something watt hours. I done all the measurements at 12 volts. So I charged them up without these on, the batteries, because I wanted to test. And you know something, I charged them all up and then I took the lid off, tested them all. Every single one of them had exactly the same amount of power in them, same voltage, same amps, everything. So when I charged them up on this, I charged it up for, it took 10 hours to charge it. No, 14 hours, sorry. 14 hours to charge it with that. And when I tested it, every single battery, when it was full, when it was fully charged, I tested it all. And I thought, yeah, you know, they've charged up, balanced, perfect. So anyway, what I've done then is I decided to do it again. So I ran it down, I was using it, I charged a couple of drill batteries up and stuff like that, and I was using it, you know. I even plugged it into my TV and sat and watched my TV for about 8 hours. And when it went down to about 9.4 volts, because I put this meter on it. This one here, it's just a small meter. I just put it on there just to see what the voltage, you know, flick it on, see what the voltage is, because the voltage on the inverter wasn't giving me true voltage. But I do know the reason for that is because the inverter was actually made for lead acid batteries, so it doesn't matter. It worked the inverter perfect. It just gives a false reading on the voltage. So what I've done is I put that on as a secondary to ensure I know, you know, direct to the battery. Anyway, I charged it up again, so I put it on charge, and I thought I'll charge it. It took 14 hours to fully charge last time, and it was less. It was down to 9.4 when it was charged. So I ran it down, and it went right down to, like, I think it was about 8.9. And I thought, right, I'll plug it in. Well, I actually filmed all this. I plugged it back in and put it on charge. Well, I put it on charge at about 7 o'clock at night. So it was like 1900 hours. And I thought, right, I will let it charge, because it took 14 hours for 14 hours. And then what happened was, it was 12 hours it'd been on charge. When I looked, after 12 hours, it was up to about 11.7 volts. And there was about another 2 hours to go. Anyway, what that was, half an hour after I checked that, I took ill. And I ended up in bed. And this is on the afternoon. and I couldn't move. It was the following morning when I woke up, so you can imagine. I couldn't tell my assistant, the wife that is, to unplug it or check it, you know. She didn't know what I was doing, and I was like through that night. So this was going on somewhere in the region about 26 hours after, or 27, and it come back to night time again. That's how long it was on charge for. And about 2 o'clock in the morning, there was this like massive explosion. And my assistant, the wife, she jumped out of bed to go and see what it was. When she went in the kitchen, the bathroom, and all that to check to see if there was any. She thought it was the boiler, or that's how loud the bang was. Then all of a sudden, when she was in the kitchen, she had another grip. It was like a massive explosion. It was dead loud. So she came in the sitting room and she couldn't see nothing. She's looking around. She did look at my power pack, but that seemed fine. And I'd actually left this meter turned on, and that was still working. So she looked around. She thought, oh, it must be outside. So she looked outside and she couldn't see now. So she came back in. She went back to bed. The next minute, there was about a series of about half a dozen explosions again, like big bangs. So she came in, and then when she looked, she seen smoke, fumes, smoke coming out of the battery pack. And she took the liberty of throwing the battery pack outside, got it out of the house. Don't want the house setting on fire. And not only that, it was still popping and banging with these big bangs. There was 72 batteries in there. So there could have been 72 explosions, I don't know. I haven't stripped it down yet, so that's the next stage. So I'm going to leave that. I'm looking at the time now. Let's have a look. I don't want to bore people. It's 21 and a half minutes now. I think I'll leave that for another video, and I'll go and show you what happened to my battery power back. That's what the game is. I know I might have lost money, I might think, but I just wanted to see how it would charge without the charge controllers, the balancers and charge controllers. That's what these are. And these are still fine. There's no wrong with them. I just took them off for the experiment. I was going to put them back on. I just wanted to see if they would explode and stuff like that. Well, yes, they did. So I'm going to have a look at the results of that, but that'll be in another video because it's outside and I've already clocked up enough on here and I don't want to bother people. So what I'm going to say to you, a great big thank you to everyone. I really do appreciate all the comments I get and the support I get on my channel. It is absolutely fantastic. And if anyone got sick of seeing the coronavirus videos, I'm sorry. I'm not normally like that. You know, I don't like to put more than 2 or 3 videos like part 1, part 2. This is going to be part 1. There'll be a part 2 tomorrow showing you the results of the actual battery pack and see what I can salvage from it. So I do apologise for that. And if anyone, I'm back to normal now. Just put my stuff on here. And I'm thinking about starting another channel anyway. So I'll let you know at a later stage. Anyway, I really do. People, please keep coming. I do love everyone that visits here. You're quite welcome, everyone. And then all the people, I know they're welcome. If all the people that's in my comments, get in there, chat with them. Chat amongst yourselves, and then ask me any, what you, I learned a lot from everybody. People learnt me stuff as well, I learnt a lot. I just basically put the question out there, and everyone give me the answers. And I'm not kidding you. It is fantastic. Please keep that coming. So, like I said, thank you to everyone that comes to my site. I can't thank you enough, and a big welcome to all you newcomers. So, until part 2, everybody stay safe. Really stay safe, everyone. Be careful with this virus. It is not a nice virus. Goodbye.